Hello everyone, I'm Tiny Pirate. Welcome to a Let's Play of Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm going to lead you through the first few minutes of the survival game and onwards onto building amazing and exciting things. Let's get started. Empyrion is a survival sandbox game built by Empyrion Software, currently in alpha. Will be available soon on Steam, I believe. If you've played Space Engineers, you'll be pretty familiar with the concepts. The advantages you have when playing Galactic Survival Empyrion is that you're also on planets, and you can mess around with planets, go into space, build stations, all that kind of stuff. So we are starting here with a crashed escape pod. We are on an alien world with strange little cute dinosaur things. Hello, cute little dinosaur thing. How are you today? You're looking very odd. Anyway, these guys aren't a problem for us, but later on we will face problems. So what we need to do first is loot our craft. It is filled with goodies for us in these boxes. Press T, and we have fuel, oxygen, very important, an oxygen generator, extremely important. This world does not have breathable atmosphere, and in the bottom left of the screen you will see that things can deteriorate, such as oxygen. So we're going to grab all this stuff. There's some water there, other bits and bobs, and we're just going to go around the craft, look for other containers. Here's some more. These are resources we want to be using to do construction. And here I have a whole bunch of plant life material, which we won't need right now. So we have an immediate problem. The immediate problem is that we are going to run out of oxygen if we're not careful. We have some bottles here, but we need to make more. So what I want to do is drop a whole bunch of these resources into this machine here. This, in case you missed it, is a constructor. So we're going to drop magnesium and iron and plastic. What is that? Plastic? Plastic raw material. Cool. Promethium, copper, silicon, cobalt, iron, and neodymium. And we're dropping these all in here for resources to do some building, and as you can see, things start to light up. And one of the first things I'm going to do is construct a whole bunch of fuel tanks. But what you'll notice is nothing's happening. Why is that? Well, quite simply, we need to power this craft. Kind of a cool system. This craft is not working because it ain't got no power. So over to the fuel tanks. Put in 1, 2, 3 maybe. Great. Should do the trick. Hop in the craft. Press T. Yep, in you go. In you go. And press Y to turn it on. Beep. And on it goes. And on the left, it tells me how much power is left, how much power usage there is. And off it should now be producing things. So once we tackle this hurdle of our oxygen, we need to think about what to do next. As you can see, we're spitting out fuel here. Let's take this fuel and this oxygen generator and go get ourselves set up to make some lovely oxygen. I'm going to put some antidote pills and the food and the water here. We're going to need them later. Some more med kit. Shouldn't need any of that stuff right now. Once we've got this process underway, how are we going with that? Did it do it? The next thing I want to do is just start queuing up some items. I'm going to queue up some metal components, 10 of those, cables. Don't know if we need glass. Electronics. A control device. We'll queue up 10 of those. Metal pieces? No, I think we'll be okay. Maybe some. And I'm going to leave all that to run while we head towards water. Hey, look, there's a moon up there. And later on in the series, hopefully, we will be able to fly there. So, water, as you may know if you're a chemist of any repute or no repute, does contain oxygen. So we are going to use this oxygen generator by dropping it in the water and then harvesting oxygen from it. We need to fuel the generator. That's why we started this fuel production going. So, in the water we go. Get out our generator. Whoops. Will that do? That will do. Plop. Down it goes. Open it. Put some fuel in. Maybe I'll put 3 tanks. It doesn't use that much. And it should now be on. Here we go, on. Great. Oxygen quality is good. In 14 seconds, there'll be an oxygen bottle. For now, we're okay. We're carrying a bit. And we should do, yeah, just fine for now. So, one of the cool things is that we have a neat couple of tools. In slot 2, have a pistol. Pew pew. Don't really need that right now. And in slot 1, we have a sort of builder drill weapon thing. And we're going to use that to do some good stuff. So the first thing we can do is start to tear apart this pod. It's not going to serve us anymore for much use. So right click will shred bits of our craft. We need to avoid things like the oxygen generators and other stuff here, which we'll get onto later. But I can strip the front off the craft. There's probably an argument for reusing the craft, but it's quite fun to build your own, so might as well tear it apart. And we can use all of the metal plate that it's going to produce. There we go. Alright, how much have we got? And a bunch of metal parts, that's good. If you don't like the lean, take the legs out. And it'll sit nice and flush on the ground. One of the things I want to do relatively promptly is watching it build stuff. I want to get into making the bits required for an assault rifle. An assault rifle will be very handy. It reckons we've got enough now. So what I can do, and I think I will do it, is turn off this construction and just finish off these bits. Click, click, click. Finish off the last one. And then we'll put an assault rifle on it. It needs 6.8mm ammo. 6.8mm ammo needs metal pieces, so back over here. There we go. Quite a good idea to get yourself lined up with an assault rifle. It's pretty neat. Once we have the assault rifle, we're going to go and do some mining. Closest thing to mine in is there's an iron deposit over there. That should sort us out nicely. While we wait for some of those things to happen, let's take apart more of the craft. Plop, plop. Don't worry, escape pod. You served us well. I think I just took the engine off as well. Never mind. Maybe it was using power. I would like to think it's using power. Maybe we're using less power now. I can probably hop on the craft and have a look. 24%, 7 power left, 7 minutes left. There's probably not much difference there. So, I'll be careful on this side. I don't want to take apart anything important. I was playing this yesterday and I took apart my oxygen generator when I was low on oxygen, and I had to rush very quickly to build a new oxygen supply system to fuel up my the oxygen in my spacesuit. That was kind of a little worrying. How are we going? Got an assault rifle. Cool. Assault rifle there. The next thing we need is the ammunition. And 50 cal, 6.8. Let's try for 20 lots. See how that goes. It should produce quite a bit of ammo for us. And drill charges might make one of those. Okay, well, let's see how this... Can we just... It's done 10. Let's get started making some ammo. We won't need much to take with us. Should be pretty safe around here early on. Can get a bit hairy later on, but an assault rifle solves most problems, I find. Okay, fearsome little pod, we are shredding you. I feel kind of bad. Obviously you got us down from orbit, but now we're taking you to pieces. But what can you do? It's just the way things go. You are useful scrap for our efforts to rebuild life on this world. Well, at least my life on this world. Alright, another 25. That'll be plenty for now. We can leave that. We can leave all that. One thing I can do is drop... Wow, look at all that plate. Drop all that plate in there. That's 50 cubes. I'm going to go for 30. Maybe some kind of ramp steep. 2 or 3 of those, maybe? See how many more we can get away with. That'll do. So, that is busy doing its job, and we are going to run to the deposits all the way over here. We don't have to worry about food just yet. We have supplies in slot 8. Excellent, copper's nearby too. We have supplies in slot 8. That should keep us pretty well fed until we've got our base up and running. So really, the order to do things, which you're not required to do, but the order that seems to work quite nicely is to first of all scavenge your ship and parts and get your oxygen generator going so that you don't die. Get a bit of resources going so you always got your constructor building and mining. After that, getting your base set up so that you can start producing things is generally not a bad idea, I reckon. And then perhaps one more step after that is to go over here, or at least somewhere in that system, to go over here and loot this ship. This ship here has some great stuff in it that is going to be fantastic for our base. So we just want to get our base started, perhaps, and then go off and pillage till our little pillaging mines can't pillage anymore. Okay, so every now and then you want to stop and press T a lot. Where are those rocks? There's one. And pick up all the bits of rock that you're going to be making here. Usually only none there. Come on. Alright, don't have to worry too much about drilling yourself into a hole, because we do have a jetpack. We haven't looked at it yet. There's a couple. But I do worry about missing some of these rocks. And you over there, pal. Come here, you two. You'll notice this game really starts to slow down when you're drilling. I'll remind everyone that it is an alpha. Optimization cycles have not been complete. It's going to change a lot before release. But I think it's quite fun so far. If you like survival games. I do like survival games, so survival builder type things are right up my tree. As you'll see if you look at any of the other videos on the channel. How much have we got? Doing okay. So what we're going to do with all this iron in due course is process it into ingots in our constructor, and then obviously use that to build more stuff. We'll also need to pick up the other components, other minerals and what have you around the place in due course too. Come on, rocks, into my belly. Nom 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 nom. And a bit more maybe? Okay. Alrighty. That should probably do. 69. Sounds like a perfect number. Whoops. There's jetpack out of here. So we just got to press J and our jetpack's on. When our jetpack is on, can't sprint. Which, I don't know, is that such a sacrifice? Is a little bit. It's good to run fast. Might go down to the water and see how our generator's doing. Now, if I press 3, pull up my assault rifle, reload it. Can I take on you, beastie? Hold right click and take quite a few rounds. A few more? Want some? Stop running. Excellent. Okay, now press T, have a look at him. I'm not going to bother looting him. Got a bunch of meat. I don't have a meat factory to do anything with that. Just going to leave that there. Another word for a meat factory is a stove. Yes, I don't have a stove. Can't cook that meat. Not even sure how I get it in the suit once I do cook it. I don't know if you're supposed to hold a breath, flip the lid, scoff the food, and then close the lid and breathe out. What do you do? You're on an alien world. The air is not breathable here. It's warm. It tells me it's 34 degrees Celsius. But okay, sun is going down. Good time to get in here and get producing. Once night comes, I will probably skip through the time here. Do a bunch of processing. Look at that, 4 tanks of oxygen. Good. Time for us to go. Can I fill up? Yeah, let's put a bit more in there. We should have plenty of fuel back at the base. I reckon you should always keep 1 bottle of oxygen and 1 fuel tank in your loot, in your backpack, because there is nothing worse than running out of fuel and then not being able to use your constructor to make more fuel, which means you will die. So do keep that in mind. The other consideration is where to build a base. Some people like to build it on water. I find I end up running back and forth from the escape pod again and again. So I'm just going to build it on the flat plane over here later. Whoop, we need to fill up our oxygen. So, oxygen, fill it up by putting 1 bottle in here. Okay, and stand here. And bloop. Yeah? Oh, I bet you we're powered off. I bet you we're out of fuel here. Yep, out of fuel. So let me break my cardinal rule by losing fuel. There you go. Okay, come around here, come around. It's nighttime. Nighttime's coming. We do not want to be alone in the dark. That was a great game, that wasn't it? Many years ago now. When I was just but a young wee lad. Of about 20. Okay. Powered. Right. Yes, on. Good. And stand here. Hey! Filled up. Not entirely filled up. That's okay. We can fill it up a bit later. 1 bottle fills you about half. 2 can be a waste because it will use both of them. Okay, so we have this constructing. I can chuck in this ore. It's not quite smart enough yet just to drop in. That's okay. Look at all those bullets. Amazing. So with that ore in, I can demand that the system produce for me, where are you? A ton of iron ingots, which is a good idea in general. And we've got some drill charges. That's excellent. Drill charges are always helpful. That's going to let us do lots of mining. So, how are we now? It is nighttime. Nighttime is a good time for us to pause while all this construction takes place and we think about our next steps. So, I will see you in the next video. In the next video, now that we've got survival sorted, we will start building our base. Until then, I've been Tiny Pirate. Thanks for watching.